Welcome back. I've said elsewhere in the course that the big deal here is not about digital in digital first, as much as it is about understanding your career and the career environment, the industry, your business, the company, your specialities, etc. Whichever disciplines it is that you're in, is understanding those dynamics within a digital first economy. So what about the digital side of things? What do you need to know? What do you need to understand at the very minimum in order to be empowered within this digital economy, this digital environment? I like to think about a couple of things here, but there's the enablement and there is that empowerment of technology. Now, there are 6 domains which I would recommend to you to spend a little bit of time understanding. Those 6 are looking at data literacy and data analytics. We've spoken before about the digital collaboration software. Then there's cybersecurity, cyber awareness. There's cloud computing, which is what happens out there on the internet. And then there is AI and automation. So if we think about these 6 domains of data literacy and analytics, the communication and collaboration software, the cybersecurity and awareness, the cloud computing, and the AI and automation. Let's go into that in a little bit more detail. So in data literacy, you have a lot more detail as to what you are looking at. So you're looking at collecting and analyzing and interpreting data, which is driving business decisions. It's why even Microsoft's business intelligence product is called Power BI. It's all about collecting data, and that can be external data from customers and transactions, and it's about the internal data that you've got around your internal processes and performance and productivity. You need to get an understanding of data analytics. It was a good 10 years ago that the president and chairman of the IBM Corporation, chairwoman, Jenny Rometty, said everybody has to be a data scientist. Now that's a bit extreme. That might be more true if you're in the digital services business. But we need to understand the power of data. The best way to understand that is how much your data is being used and traded and exploited and used in algorithms, etc., out there in the ether. From every time you share a cookie permission, and every time you log into a new site, and every time you use your Google login to then associate with a different app, they're collecting your data. I mentioned Power BI. That's about data visualization. It's about the proficiency in using some of those tools. Power BI is the one that I talk about because most of us are using Office 365 or what is now Copilot 365 as well, and the workflow that you get in that and the Power BI side of things in SharePoint. You could seek to understand the key metrics within your organization. I've spoken before about your sort of business awareness and business acumen, at least understanding terminologies. It's also useful to have a look at how the facts and the data are interpreted within your organization. So just your company performance, how that's represented. If you can understand that, you can also understand what's happening outside in the marketplace to a point. We all have customers. Everyone has a customer. So what is your data that your company collects telling you about your customers? With this information that you've collected it, you've visualized it, now you're making decisions with it. And that's why it's called business intelligence. This is where you're looking at the facts nicely represented in graphs and dashboards and charts and numbers and tables, all of which are being manipulated. Some of it is just a live stream of data so that you're seeing live updates on your dashboard. In the foyer of a company called Ukes.com, which is the largest online retailer in the world of high-end products. Ukes are the guys with the Ferrari online shop and the Gucci online shop and the whichever it may be. In their foyer, they have a live feed on what's happening to, yes, the share price, but also the sales and the sales by region and part of the world and countries, etc., etc. So it's just there to motivate the staff, but it's there to seriously impress those customers that are coming in, their enterprise level customers and partners. So then it's a case of, well, where do you go and learn about this stuff? Well, Coursera, which links up with a lot of the universities, or MIT Online, or Stanford Online, or LinkedIn Learning, all deal with different levels of technicality with this. So the Coursera lined up with the Stanfords and the MITs, of course, is a lot more about the data science and the data analysis. And we've had a good chunk of time spent on the data analytics side of things. So we're going to take a break and then continue with the other 5 domains in a little while.